Mark, if we can start with, I believe you got Jack Butland on board. I mean, finally got your man, and I suppose if he's as good as we hope he is, you don't mind waiting.
That's been the plan. We've always wanted competition for places. We're short. We've only got one keeper. Scotty's done well this season, but the plan has been all along to bring somebody in to compete, and we've got a decent one. I'm really looking forward to working with him, and I know he's been keen to come and further his education. And it's not just a wet behind the ears 18-year-old kid. I think you'll speak to him, and I think you'll be impressed by his maturity, his size, and he's got tremendous ability. So, hopefully he's with us for as long as possible, and we'll just see where we go with it.
And obviously the hope is that he can challenge and push Scott Brown.
That's the aim. That's what we brought him here for. And I'm sure he'll be keen as mustard to play, but we'll make that decision as and when.
I'm sure you'd have preferred it if you could have got him in earlier and got him on a half-season loan rather than the 93 days that it is. Is there any sort of financial benefit to you of it being 93 days?
No. We had to go with what Birmingham wanted. You know what? He's the one I've been wanting, and I've been prepared to wait and just bring him in. It's taken a little bit more time than I would have liked in an ideal world, but I'm happy that he's here now, and we can kick on.
And the fact it's a short-term loan, is that possibly a little bit less daunting for someone of his age?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. He's here. He wants to play football. He wants to learn. He wants to work hard. And at some stage you'll get that opportunity. So I'm not. He's 18, and yes, he has got a wise head on old shoulders, but I'm not going to put too much pressure on him. I'm just going to get him here and just let him enjoy it and let him work hard and let him see what we're about. And I'm sure he'll show us what he's about when he's called upon.
And I'm sure, having made his England under-21s debut the other day, that kind of harmed his confidence at all.
Exactly. It looks like he's almost gone ahead of a couple of more senior young pros in the 21s. He played in the qualifier, whether that's an indication or not. But he's well thought of, well regarded, and like I say, he came and joined us on training on Tuesday, and worked well. So the boys have been doing well, and now we've got two keepers to compete for a place, and hopefully that'll just keep pushing us on in the right direction.
In theory, that's your squad complete for what you wanted over the summer. Is there anyone going out on loan at all in the near future?
Nothing at the moment, no. And as and when it does, then we'll report it. We want competition for places. We've now got that everywhere, and we'll, if it's the right thing for the player and for the football club, then we'll do it. But otherwise, we're happy with what we got and where we are.
Obviously, you lost last week at Aldershot after that winning run. How difficult is it to get back onto a winning run after one ends?
It shouldn't be difficult at all. We've got a tough opponents in Macclesfield on Saturday, and we need to go and right last week's wrong. I didn't think it was a game we deserved to lose, but I didn't think it was a game we particularly deserved and did enough to go and win. I think if we'd have been able to better our performance 10-15%, I think we'd have won comfortably, but we didn't hit the levels that we had been, and then got caught out for a set piece, which was disappointing. So no better way than bouncing back immediately. We want to stay at the right end of the table, even though it's early doors. We want to stay amongst the pack, and we've got a squad that's capable of doing that, but we've got to do it.
Macclesfield last season, pretty big and physical side, relied on set pieces a lot. Are they pretty much the same this year?
From the reports I've got, they've changed it a little bit. They're trying to play a lot more. They still have that physical threat. They've still got good players and a good manager. It's going to be a tough game, no matter what. They'll come and they'll be try and be difficult to beat to start with, I imagine. And it's up to us to try and break them down and try and compete with them and try and make sure that we come out on top. It's about us. We're at home again. We're in front of our own fans on a good pitch, and we're looking forward to working hard and playing some good football.
Just the one clean sheet for you this season, is that the one sort of area that you look at and you think, that's the way we want to
winning
improve?
Winning, as long as you win games, it doesn't matter. But I think then if you're not winning games, the more clean sheets that you can keep. Last week should have been at least a 0-0 draw, if you like, and you keep accumulating points that way. But the defending starts from the front. It's not just about the keeper. It's not just about your back four. It's about the team. And on a whole, we've been working hard, but we have got to work even harder to keep clean sheets.
Any injury worries?
No, just Marlon Pack-out suspended. Apart from that, pretty much a clean bill of health, and hopefully it'll stay that way for weeks to come.
Great stuff, thank you, good luck.
Pleasure.
Right, so far it's been Marlon with either Luke at the start of the season, then Russ. The two of them, if they are paired together on Saturday, do you think they'll work well together in midfield?
I think I've said all along that I've got three of the best central midfield players in our league for me. And when something like this happens, it gives somebody else the opportunity, and I think it's pretty obvious what the midfield two will be. And we'll just go from there. They're two good players. Marlon's been outstanding for us in a different way to last year. He's not wanting to get on the ball and knock 60, 70 yard passes all the time. He realised what it's about. He's doing the ugly side of his game, which is making him look an even better player for me. He's picked up 5 bookings, a couple of them a little bit harshly, but I'm not going to take away that competitive edge, because I think it's making him a better player in a better team.
Yeah, you've picked Scott Brown for every game you've been in charge so far, and he's done quite well this season.
He
really.
has, yeah.
Do you think this will benefit him, having somebody serious challenge to his play?
Of course it will. He has to. But it's not about Scott Brown. It's not about Jack Butland. It's not about me. It's about the team. It's about the team winning, and I'll pick whatever team I think's right to do that, and that includes keeper. That includes back four, everywhere.
Yeah. Do you think there'll be a keeper on the bench on Saturday? Have you decided yet?
Still thinking about it. Still thinking where we are. Quite probably.
They're going to expect him to play, do you think?
Not necessarily. No. It's part of his education. Whether he starts or not, whether he gets a run of the game or not, they sent him here to get that education that he's not getting at Birmingham in terms of being in the first team squad. I'm no doubt at some stage he will play. When we'll decide as and when.
Yeah. Has he worked with Steve Book when he came in before? Was Bookie in that day?
He came in Tuesday. Yeah, they worked really hard. The goalkeepers come and join us for a little bit part of the session, and he's a good keeper.